Okay, it didn't look like I was live there for a moment. Can you see me? I'm sitting there jabbering my jaws, and I look this button and going, it didn't go live. I haven't been home for a few days, and that's what happens. You get on here and you go, whoops, I forgot to push a button. So let me sum up what's going on in the market. Here it is right here. We'd really like to see something a little less expensive. Okay, I can show you this house again tomorrow. That's what's going on in our market, folks. Why is that? Good morning, Thomas. Thanks for hanging in there with me, folks. I just had a couple technical glitches, but it didn't last too long. 17,219 homes on the market right now. That's active homes. We had 4,476 come on the market and only 2,818 go under contract. That tells the story about what's going on in the market. Kind of tells the story, not all of it. Here's what I mean. See these sales here over 70 moving average? They're just dropping like a rock. They're not getting over 3,000, where we used to be between 3,800 and 4,100 on a weekly basis. And then look at listings though. Why do we have such a high listing account but there's no listings coming up? Because of this gap, 1,800 homes. A gap between the number of homes that came on and the number that went on the market has widened. And you've heard me say on this channel that we can't see prices come down unless inventory goes up, and inventory is going up, but it's not going up because more homes are coming on the market. It's going up because fewer people are writing contracts for the homes that are out there. So as they come on, the number of homes available grows, and those homes that are on there right now are a mix of investors and iBuyers. Make up about 2,000 of those homes. They were always out there, but they were out there at about, I want to say 2% of our total listings. Now you've got 2,000 out of 17,000 between OfferPad and Open Door. So they've got about a 6-month supply of homes on the market that they need to get rid of. We're seeing investors putting their homes on the market, but it's the investors that are flippers, not investors that were buying for rental properties. They're hanging on to theirs. They're not panicking and putting them on the market. People that are in single-family homes that are owner-occupied, they are also not panicking and putting their homes on the market. Will they? Time will tell. At 2 o'clock today, Eastern Time, we get the big old news on the rate hike. That's not the screen I wanted. It's this one. And lo and behold, this says here, repeat after me, Fed doesn't directly hike rates. I got to get something off this screen here. Go back to me. Boy, you can tell I'm not used to pushing these buttons. Here we are. Heck with that. The Fed directly doesn't hike interest rates. If the Fed makes a change, I'll bet you if they go up 75 bonus points today that you're not going to see much. You're not going to see much happen there because the markets have been anticipating it for well over a month now. So we'll know. We'll know today by 11 o'clock. And from looking at the market that's out there right now, we're seeing that interest rates are kind of flat. So will they go up? Well, it's every indication that they will. But for now, they're not taking that 75 basis point move that they're anticipating as a need to raise rates. So what we are seeing, and let's see if I can get my screen to adjust properly here. We are seeing that, make a little adjustment here. There we go. Listings under contract, there you have it. Look how low they are. The people just aren't buying the homes. They were, but here's 2021 right here, right? 11,000 down to 8,219. Average list price per square foot. This one's interesting, folks. You've got the number of listings that are out there are primarily in 3 buckets. You've got new builds, investors, and iBuyers. And then owner occupied, which makes up a small number of this total as it sits right now. I think we have over 3,000 vacant homes on the market. That's because people have already probably sold the house and they've moved and are trying to sell it. And then you've got investor homes, and the iBuyer homes are vacant and the flipper homes are vacant. So they tend to lower their asking price faster than your average neighbor, and they have gone down to $337 per square foot from a high of $401.42 per square foot. Now, the numbers you're going to be seeing and you're going to be hearing that are a little delusional and misrepresenting what's going on in the market right now. And you'll see headlines, because I heard it on the radio yesterday. Sales are down, but prices are still up. Well, yes, sales are down. They're down like 20%. And prices are still up because those contracts were written in April and May. So we can't take the closed prices seriously until we start seeing the June and July data. So remember that. Don't get caught in these headlines that say sales are down but prices are up, because it's really misleading. And they grab whatever headlines they can. Here's the annual appreciation based on square foot right here. And it's showing that we've gone down to 24.3%. So from a peak of 28.5% this year. So as each month gets lower and lower, the annual rate of appreciation starts to drop. Crawford Demand Index, you can see right here that demand has gone down. Supply is coming up. And the overall market is falling off a cliff. We are almost at 150. That's where the index is coming in. And here's where the index of supply and demand come. And when they cross, then it's definitely a buyer's market. Where right now, in most markets, it's a balanced market. But for that's all going to change probably in about 2 to 3 weeks. Now, what's going on with rentals? This part, well, new builds and rentals. Do you mentor? Depends. Mary, reach out to me. I could certainly help you with something. YouTube, real estate, yeah, give me a holler. Check this out. To summarize the current situation, single-family permits are now dropping in response to the weak demand, but probably not as fast as they should. As of July, there have been 17,788. Bear with me here, folks. I got somebody at the door. This never happens. See, when you're live, you're live. So, as June, they've had 17,778 single-family permits issued in Maricopa and Pinal counties year to date. It's down slightly from 18,803, but it's otherwise the highest count since 2006. There were only 2,248 single-family permits issued in June. But here's the number that sticks out that I saw this morning. Multifamily permits are on a different story entirely. These are still in full bore gung-ho status. They have been 8,640 family permits year to date, the highest level we've seen. Last year there were 6,871, and it says that at the same point that was considered a lot. There were 1,890 issued in June, making it the fourth busiest month ever. Those of you looking for rent relief, there is your sign right there. We are definitely seeing a lot of rentals being built, and that's quite interesting. Somebody's asking me here to pull up the city of Surprise. Let me see if I can get that for you. And bear with me here. Let's see. Was that what you're looking for? You want inventory in Surprise. Hold on. I haven't forgotten how to do this. So let's see. We're down here. Serious Surprise. Here we go. Last time I checked, it spiked. Yeah, 737, just like the airplane. 737 compared to last year of 216. Most of the new build areas, which are Surprise, Buckeye, Maricopa, and Queen Creek, are seeing a spike in inventory for, again, 2 reasons. It's harder to sell your resale home because people are competing with, new builds for sale. And then I'm going to go back here and grab Tempe for somebody. And the fact that the MLS is now getting more new builds hitting the multiple listing service, so that's adding to the mix. It doesn't mean that people have dumped their homes. Now, if you go to a town like Tempe, that's not the case because there's not a lot of new builds in Tempe. So you only have 324 there. They're at 2018 levels. Last year at this time, we had 173. The transition to the front door was surprising. Yeah, I didn't even rehearse that. Wasn't that great? So I'll be laughing about that all day. So every market, if I go to, let me go to Maricopa here just to illustrate what I'm trying to say. And I think most of you get that, but let me jump down here and show you what I'm seeing. Because Maricopa's got a lot of new building going on, and they're starting to put their homes on the market. Look at that, 594 versus last year at 153. And if we go to Queen Creek, now Queen Creek also includes Santan, so it does not break it out separately right now. They just consider them one and the same. 1,003. So those are the areas in town that are really getting hit with increase in inventory. Now, I did have a comment on my channel this morning that said he was out at Eastmark and a lot of the new builds in Queen Creek and East Mesa, and nobody's out there. Nobody's looking. So let's be clear, sales are dropping. There's no doubt sales are dropping. The rate increase is going to continue to happen, but nobody knows at what rate. Somebody actually asked me, is there a place we can go where we can see where rates are going to be down the road? And the answer was a quick no. Nobody forecasts that. People guess it. So if you want to know what the forecasts are, you can look and see that even Fannie Mae came out with a forecast in January 2022, said that rates would be at 3.5%. And lo and behold, they were not. So that's what's going on right now. If you have any questions, shoot me an email at rickandrickhelps.com, and we will see you again soon.